I love that you guys are able to homeschool, but that the kids, now it happens to be they live by each other too, but that they can feed off of each other. And I think that's been important, because like today was a good example of that. Even when you get to share like the scarecrow stories, this time they were very similar, and like they kind of had a little, fictional story type of thing, right? But in the past with their writing, one would be more informative and one would be more creative, in nature. And so, and the kids can see that, where if you were doing it on your own at home, when do they get another example of that? So that's that part of the community part of this is, I think, very crucial. And then also, like I've noticed, like with Lauren, super quiet at first, and now she's speaking up more, and I can tell she's definitely more comfortable talking about herself or, things on the weekend or anything in her writing, and she's a really great writer. So that part I think is super important. That is different than maybe your traditional homeschooling where you're doing it independently on your own.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think those her meetings are like outside of her box. So it is good to see her. I think that's really important for her to kind of open up more. And I think Ella is a good opposite, that it's like, oh, I she's so outgoing. It definitely encourages her to be more open. So yeah, I'd say that's a huge positive for her.
Yeah.
Would you, how would you say this is different than the remote learning of the COVID, or the things that you've experienced in terms of a Zoom call? How is this call
I
different?
mean, when there's like 20 kids all in a Zoom call, there just isn't time to like actually share anything. Like if anything, if they were to speak on the Zoom call, it'd be like, um, bring your favorite stuffed animal to show or something, like just so surfacey and just something that they could share within like 30 seconds because they got to get through all 20 kids. So I feel like from that the Zoom calls, I mean, they're nice to see everybody and all your friends, but it's just hard to share and have a effective Zoom call with that many people on it. So
Yeah, I can imagine.